You all follow your tax returns, or at least file for an extension. He'd like to give you some advice on how you could avoid some taxes in the future, especially with the new tax law. You may find this information to be invaluable. If not, Jeremy still hopes he made it interesting as he teaches you about investing for tax avoidance. Please welcome Jeremy Adele.
The hardest thing in the world to understand is the income tax. That was said by Albert Einstein years ago, and pages of tax code ago. I'm not here to explain everything there is to know about the income tax or any other tax for that matter. However, I do believe I can simplify one little piece of taxes for all of you today, and that's about investing. When we're talking about looking for some tax advantages in investing, there's really 4 stores you can shop in. The first store I would like to talk to you about today is what I call the Patriot Store. Oh, look at that! You guys all get to shop in the Patriot Store today. Isn't that wonderful? Why is it called the Patriot Store? It's called the Patriot Store because if you're shopping regularly in the store, and most of you probably are, you are paying to run our government regularly. Thank you so much for keeping us defended, for paying for a piece of my retirement. I really appreciate it. Now, what's in this particular store? Well, let's talk about what happens first in this store. Let's say that you earned $1, and here it is. Here's my dollar, right? 4 quarters worth, right? I'm going to tax you as the government. I'm going to take this quarter and put it away right away. So you now have 75 cents left to invest. So you drop it into that store and invest it. Yay, I've got that now and it's working for me. And oh, wait a minute, Mr. Government says. You have some gains in there. You sold a stock. I get a little piece of that now. I'm going to take that back if that's okay with you. Here's a nickel. This now belongs to me. All right? But you keep working on that and have fun. Oh, you had a dividend too. Oh, wait. That's mine as well. Okay, just going to take that away. And every year they're going to look and say, okay, what did you have come in? Some interest? Oh, that's mine. You sold another stock for some gains? Oh, that's mine. Now there's some ways to mitigate some of the taxes in here. Good investment manager hopefully is also harvesting some losses when they're selling stocks that have gains. And there's some ways to make sure that you avoid some of those dividends in a qualified way, or you have municipal bonds. But no matter what it is, you're going to pay some taxes on gains and interest and things in this box. That's why it's the Patriots box. Tax, tax, tax. Because then when you're going to live on it and you're saying, you know what, I want to take $5 out of this to live on now in my retirement, or I need to buy a house or something like that. Oops, you had some gains again. $1 of that's mine. Thanks for taking that $5 out. But you have 4 left to use. Congratulations. So you pay taxes when you put the money in. You paid taxes as it was growing. And you paid taxes when you took money out. Thank you, Mr. Patriot Store. I'm going to avoid shopping there as much as possible. That's what we're doing today, which is why we have the 3 big bags right here. 1, 2, and 3. The first one is what I call the +1 store. +1 store is a nice store. In here, I'm still going to pay my tax when I first invested. So Mr. Government's going to come along. I'm going to put my $1 in there just to show you again. I'm going to say, okay, I have $1 to invest. Oh, Mr. Government took my tax. I get to put it in there. But as it grows, you see that nice little block box around +1? Mr. Government can't touch any of that as it grows. It's going to keep growing. What's an example of that? An annuity. Most of you have heard of annuities. If you put your money that you pay after tax into the annuity, it's going to keep growing and growing and growing. As long as you leave it in there, the government's going to go, can't get in there. Oh, got that box around it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. But unfortunately, at some point, they're going to come along when you take your distribution and they're going to say, ah, there's my tax, and I'm going to tax it at income tax rates. So here it comes now. I'm going to take $2 of your $5 out because I get it at income tax, not even capital gains tax rates. But the whole time it grew, it got to grow and grow and grow and get bigger and bigger. Another place, just for instance, of what is protected in that way is actually your home. As you're paying on your home and it grows in value, when was the last time it did that, by the way? But under the best of circumstances, as your house grows, they're not going to tax you on the actual growth. There's property taxes in Florida and things like that, but that's different. That's not true like income tax or capital gains tax. It doesn't go on your federal tax under those categories. So it also kind of fits into this box. So that's one little box here. That's the second, I should say, box, and it's the first of the big boxes. Then we got two plus twos. Plus two boxes. I call them the plus two bags. They're as different as Walmart and Walgreens. Do not confuse the two plus twos. In one case, you're going to pay tax on the money going into it, and in one case, you're going to pay tax on the money coming out of it. They both have their advantages. For people who are in high tax brackets now, paying that tax, avoiding that tax now, saying I have $1 now to invest and I'm going to avoid it. Some people are paying almost 2 of the 4 quarters in taxes right now. So being able to say I'm going to take a full dollar instead of 75 cents or even 50 cents and drop it in there and let that grow as long as it goes and not have any tax while that's growing, like your IRAs, your 401ks. When you're deferring your money into there, you're not paying taxes today. You're avoiding the taxes down, and then it's going to go in here, it's going to grow, grow, grow. And then later, whenever you take it out, you're going to take out that $5, right? And when you take it out, now they can tax it at whatever your tax rate is. Now again, it's income tax likely, and so they're going to take $2 of that, but you didn't pay taxes on it originally, and it grew tax deferred. So for people in high tax brackets right now, a really good place to be. However, the other store, another store I really like, and this is where you can, okay, I'm going to pay my tax today, whatever it is, 75 cents goes in, grow, 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 and then no tax ever again. All 5 comes to you. Now, this is your Roth IRA. The other place that most people don't know about is actually cash value life insurance policies can work like this, the withdrawals and the loans out of a life insurance policy. Do I expect you to remember all of this? No. I expect you to remember that I know it. You have any questions on your investing, feel free to come see me, and I'll tell you about the shopping cart. Thank you very much.